Welcome to Aurora English, the podcast where we talk about big topics in clear, natural English and help you learn useful phrases along the way. I'm William.
And I'm Sophia. What's up, everyone? Today, we're finally doing it. The question that splits families, ends friendships, and starts bar fights all over the world. Is Lionel Messi better than Cristiano Ronaldo? This topic is like pizza versus burgers, LeBron versus Jordan, or cats versus dogs. People get emotional, and we're here for all of it.
Exactly. This debate has been going on for almost 20 years now, ever since Messi broke into the Barcelona first team in 2004-2005, and Ronaldo started exploding at Manchester United around the same time. Some people say Lionel Messi is the greatest of all time. We shorten that to GOAT. GOAT literally means greatest of all time. You can use it in any area of life. Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball. Serena Williams is the GOAT of tennis. Taylor Swift is the GOAT of pop music right now for a lot of people. It's the ultimate compliment. When you call someone the GOAT, you're saying nobody has ever done it better in history.
And then you have the other side who swear Ronaldo is the real king of football. Fans call him CR7 because of the C for Cristiano, R for Ronaldo, and 7 for his famous shirt number. They also call him Mr. Champions League because he has dominated that competition like no one else, or the mentality monster because he never gives up. But William, before we start throwing stats at each other, and I know you have spreadsheets ready on your laptop, let's just be honest right now, no hiding behind numbers. Who do you actually think is better? Pick a side and defend it.
I have to be the serious one here, so I'll go first and I won't hold back. For me, Lionel Messi is clearly better. It's not even close in my opinion. Why do I say that? Natural talent. Pure football genius that you simply cannot teach in any training session. The way he dribbles means controlling and moving the ball with your feet while running at full speed, keeping it super close so nobody can steal it. Messi makes it look like the ball is literally glued to his left foot. He can stop instantly, change direction in a split second, accelerate again, and the ball never leaves him. It's like the ball is scared to go anywhere else. I've watched thousands of football games in my life, and I've never seen anyone control a ball the way Messi does. It's almost unfair to other players.
Glued to his foot. That's such a perfect phrase, and we use it all the time in everyday English. When something is glued to something else, it means it's stuck there, completely attached, impossible to separate. For example, during the Super Bowl, my eyes were glued to the TV. Or when you're scrolling TikTok for hours, your phone is glued to your hand. Or when a little kid doesn't want to let go of their favorite toy, it's glued to them. Messi's left foot and that ball have been glued together for 20 years. Nobody can break that connection.
Exactly. And if you ever watch Messi highlights in slow motion, there's a reason YouTube is full of them. You see things that shouldn't be possible. He can go past 3, 4, sometimes 5 defenders in less than 2 seconds. Go past is the British football phrase that means to beat or get by a player with the ball. In American sports, we might say blow by someone in basketball. Example, he went past the defender like he wasn't even there, or he went past the whole back line and scored. Messi does this against the best defenders in the world, Virgil van Dijk, Sergio Ramos, Giorgio Chiellini, players who are giants and monsters defensively, and he makes them look like they're standing still. It's not power, it's not speed in a straight line, it's vision, balance, and that unbelievable close control.
Okay, calm down, Messi fanboy. I can see the hearts in your eyes from here. But let me bring in my guy Ronaldo because someone has to defend him. The man is an absolute machine, a physical freak, a walking example of what happens when talent meets crazy work ethic. He turned himself into a superstar through pure hard work, discipline, and obsession. Messi was born gifted. Everyone who saw him play when he was 5 years old in Argentina said this kid is from another planet. Ronaldo? He arrived at Manchester United as a skinny 18-year-old who loved doing tricks and stepovers, and he decided he wanted to be the best ever. So he stayed in the gym after everyone else went home. He studied nutrition, sleep, recovery, everything. He built himself piece by piece in the gym. He's the ultimate self-made athlete, the perfect story of I wasn't the most talented, but nobody will outwork me.
Self-made is such a powerful phrase in American English, and it fits Ronaldo perfectly. It means someone who became successful through their own efforts, not because they were born rich or born with perfect talent or had everything handed to them. Classic examples: Oprah Winfrey came from extreme poverty and became a billionaire through her own work. She's self-made. Jay-Z grew up in the projects, selling drugs, and became a billionaire musician and businessman, self-made. Many tech billionaires started coding in their college dorm rooms with nothing. Ronaldo had talent, yes, but the body transformation from skinny winger to absolute tank, the goal-scoring records, the longevity, that's all self-made through insane dedication.
Thank you, Teacher William, for the vocabulary moment. I feel smarter already. But now let's get to the part you love, the cold, hard numbers, because stats don't lie. As of late 2025, Cristiano Ronaldo has over 900 official career goals. 900. That's more than any player in history. Messi is sitting around 830, 835, depending on the latest games. That's almost 70 goals behind. And Ronaldo scored those goals in 4 different countries, 4 different leagues. The Premier League with Manchester United, which is super physical. La Liga with Real Madrid, which is technical and fast. Serie A with Juventus, which is defensive and tactical, and now the Saudi Pro League, where he's still scoring 50 goals a season at 40 years old. He proved he can adapt and dominate anywhere, against any style of play, any type of defender. You can't just say, oh, he played with better teammates, because he did it everywhere he went.
Numbers don't tell the full story, Sophia, and every serious football analyst knows that. Yes, Ronaldo has more goals, but Messi has way more assists. Assists are when you make the final pass or create the chance for a teammate to score. You're not the one who shoots, but without your action, there is no goal. Messi is the greatest playmaker the game has ever seen. He doesn't just score, he makes everyone around him better. Last season at Inter Miami, he played maybe 19 regular season games and finished with 20 goals and 16 assists. That's 36 direct goal contributions in 19 games. The math is actually insane. If you count playoffs and other competitions, he was involved in almost every single goal his team scored when he was on the pitch. And that's in a new league, new country, new teammates at 37 years old.
Insane. We throw this word around constantly in American English when something is unbelievably good, unbelievably bad, or just mind-blowing. Like the traffic on the freeway today was insane, meaning it was impossibly slow, or that new restaurant downtown is insane, meaning the food is incredible, or did you see that dunk? It was insane. Messi's numbers in MLS really are insane, but Ronaldo fans will quickly point out that MLS defense is not the same level as facing Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, or Manchester City in the Champions League knockout stages year after year. It's a valid argument. The competition level matters when we're talking greatest of all time.
Right, but let's talk about big moments, because this is where a lot of Ronaldo fans love to point and say, see? He's the clutch player. People always say Ronaldo shows up in knockout games. Shows up is a very common American phrase. It means someone performs at their absolute best when the pressure is highest, when everything is on the line. For example, everyone was nervous for the job interview, but she really showed up and got the offer. Or in sports, Tom Brady always shows up in the fourth quarter. Ronaldo has this reputation that in Champions League knockout rounds, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, he shows up and scores crucial goals over and over again.
Yes, exactly. Champions League finals alone, Ronaldo has scored in 3 different finals. 2008 with Manchester United, which is super physical. La Liga with Real Madrid, which is technical and fast. Serie A with Juventus, which is defensive and tactical. And now the Saudi Pro League, where he's still scoring 50 goals a season at 40 years old. He proved he can adapt and dominate anywhere, against any style of play, any type of defender. You can't just say, oh, he played with better teammates, because he did it everywhere he went.
Numbers don't tell the full story, Sophia, and every serious football analyst knows that. Yes, Ronaldo has more goals, but Messi has way more assists. Assists are when you make the final pass or create the chance for a teammate to score. You're not the one who shoots, but without your action, there is no goal. Messi is the greatest playmaker the game has ever seen. He doesn't just score, he makes everyone around him better. Last season at Inter Miami, he played maybe 19 regular season games and finished with 20 goals and 16 assists. That's 36 direct goal contributions in 19 games. The math is actually insane. If you count playoffs and other competitions, he was involved in almost every single goal his team scored when he was on the pitch. And that's in a new league, new country, new teammates at 37 years old.
Insane. We throw this word around constantly in American English when something is unbelievably good, unbelievably bad, or just mind-blowing. Like, the traffic on the freeway today was insane, meaning it was impossibly slow. Or that new restaurant downtown is insane, meaning the food is incredible. Or did you see that dunk? It was insane. Messi's numbers in MLS really are insane, but Ronaldo fans will quickly point out that MLS defense is not the same level as facing Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, or Manchester City in the Champions League knockout stages year after year. It's a valid argument. The competition level matters when we're talking greatest of all time.
Right. But let's talk about big moments, because this is where a lot of Ronaldo fans love to point and say, see, he's the clutch player. People always say Ronaldo shows up in knockout games. Shows up is a very common American phrase. It means someone performs at their absolute best when the pressure is highest, when everything is on the line. For example, everyone was nervous for the job interview, but she really showed up and got the offer. Or in sports, Tom Brady always shows up in the fourth quarter. Ronaldo has his reputation that in Champions League knockout rounds, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, he shows up and scores crucial goals over and over again.
Yes, exactly. Champions League finals alone, Ronaldo has scored in 3 different finals. 2008 with Manchester United, which is super physical. La Liga with Real Madrid, which is technical and fast. And Serie A with Juventus, which is defensive and tactical. And now the Saudi Pro League, where he's still scoring 50 goals a season at 40 years old. He proved he can adapt and dominate anywhere, against any style of play, any type of defender. You can't just say, oh, he played with better teammates, because he did it everywhere he went.
Carried is a huge word here, and we use it all the time in sports. When we say someone carried the team, it means one player was responsible for almost everything: scoring, creating, defending, leading. The team wins mostly because of that one person. Classic examples. LeBron carried the Cavaliers back from 3-1 down against the Warriors, or Michael Jordan carried the Bulls in the 90s. So yes, Ronaldo carried Puerto Rico in 2016, no doubt. But saying Messi didn't carry Argentina in 2022 is just wrong. He had 7 goal contributions in 7 World Cup games. That's 1 direct goal involvement in every single match. He scored twice in the final, including that beautiful calm finish for 2-0 and then the cool penalty in the shootout. And don't forget the assist in extra time to Montiel for 3-2. That pass under pressure, pure class.
Pure class. I love that expression. It's originally very British, but Americans stole it years ago. When something is pure class, it means it was done with perfect style, perfect timing, and perfect skill. Like when someone walks into a party wearing the perfect outfit, oh, pure class. Or when a comedian lands a joke at exactly the right second and the whole room explodes, oh, pure class. Messi's numbers in MLS really are insane, but Ronaldo fans will quickly point out that MLS defense is not the same level as facing Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, or Manchester City in the Champions League knockout stages year after year. It's a valid argument. The competition level matters when we're talking greatest of all time.
Right, but let's talk about big moments, because this is where a lot of Ronaldo fans love to point and say, see, he's the clutch player. People always say Ronaldo shows up in knockout games. Shows up is a very common American phrase. It means someone performs at their absolute best when the pressure is highest, when everything is on the line. For example, everyone was nervous for the job interview, but she really showed up and got the offer. Or in sports, Tom Brady always shows up in the fourth quarter. Ronaldo has his reputation that in Champions League knockout rounds, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals, he shows up and scores
crucial goals over and over again.
Yes, exactly. Champions League finals alone, Ronaldo has scored in 3 different finals. 2008 with Manchester United, which is super physical, La Liga with Real Madrid, which is technical and fast, and Serie A with Juventus, which is defensive and tactical. And now the Saudi Pro League, where he's still scoring 50 goals a season at 40 years old. He proved he can adapt and dominate anywhere, against any style of play, any type of defender. You can't just say, oh, he played with better teammates, because he did it everywhere he went.
Numbers don't tell the full story, Sophia, and every serious football analyst knows that. Yes, Ronaldo has more goals, but Messi has way more assists. Assists are when you make the final pass or create the chance for a teammate to score. You're not the one who shoots, but without your action, there is no goal. Messi is the greatest playmaker the game has ever seen. He doesn't just score, he makes everyone around him better. Last season at Inter Miami, he played maybe 19 regular season games and finished with 20 goals and 16 assists. That's 36 direct goal contributions in 19 games. The math is actually insane. If you count playoffs and other competitions, he was involved in almost every single goal his team scored when he was on the pitch. And that's in a new league, new country, new teammates at 37 years old.
Praise, hold on, slow down. Tarried is a huge word here, and we use it all the time in sports. When we say someone...
Maybe there's a tiny bit of bias, I'll give you that. But Messi's 8th Ballon d'Or in 2023 came right after he finally won the World Cup and was the best player at the tournament by far. Golden Ball winner, 7 goal contributions, captain, leader. Literally everyone on planet Earth agreed he deserved it that year. Even most Ronaldo fans said, okay, fair, he earned that one. So 8-5 is still a huge gap, and the football world has spoken multiple times.
Okay, fine. Let's change direction before we fight about awards forever. Let's go back to the dribbling thing, because that's Messi's superpower. Everyone agrees Messi is the king of dribbling, the best ever at taking on defenders one-on-one. But can we please talk about prime Ronaldo at Manchester United from 2006 to 2009, and then early Real Madrid 2009 to 2014? Those stepovers were hypnotic. Stepovers are when you quickly move your foot around the ball without touching it to fake out the defender and make them go the wrong way. Young Ronaldo would sometimes do 10, 15, 20 stepovers in a row before exploding past the fullback. Defenders looked silly.
Oh man, I remember those days. Ronaldo used to do like 20 stepovers in a row and then just knock the ball past the guy and sprint away at 100 miles per hour. It was ridiculous, and I mean that in both ways. Ridiculous can mean something so good it's unbelievable, or something so over the top it's almost funny. Young Ronaldo's stepovers were ridiculous in the best possible way. He made Premier League fullbacks who were tough, physical guys look like they were playing on ice skates for the first time. But Messi never needed 20 stepovers. He just looks up once, drops a shoulder, and the defender is gone.
Ridiculous in a good way, exactly. And here's something crazy. The guy is turning 41 in February 2026, and he's still scoring 50 goals a season for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia, plus 10 or more for Portugal every year. 50 goals at 40. The guy's work ethic is off the charts. Off the charts is another super common phrase. It means something is so high it can't even be measured on a normal scale. Like, the excitement for the new iPhone launch was off the charts. Or, her test scores were off the charts. Or, that spicy wings challenge, the heat was off the charts. Ronaldo's discipline, recovery, diet, gym routine, everything is off the charts. He sleeps in a hyperbaric chamber, has personal physiotherapists flying with him, eats 6 meals a day perfectly measured. That's why he's still jumping higher than players 20 years younger and scoring headers like he's 25.
At 38, after everything he's already won, he still has that little kid joy when he's dancing past 3 players in the stadium and screaming. It never gets old.
True, I'll give you that. The clips from Inter Miami games are ridiculous. But can we please talk about heading for a second? Because this is one area where Ronaldo has always been on another planet. His jump is literally unreal.
That Champions League final header against Juventus in 2017, he rose above everyone and hung in the air forever before smashing it into the top corner. The photo of him at the absolute peak of his jump, higher than the defender's head by almost a foot, is one of the most iconic football pictures ever. And he did that at 32 years old. At 40 now, he's still winning almost every aerial duel in Saudi Arabia.
Hung in the air. Perfect phrase, and we stole it from basketball. It means someone jumps and somehow defies gravity, staying up longer than physics says they should. Michael Jordan made it famous with his dunks. He would take off from the free throw line and hung in the air long enough to switch the ball from one hand to the other. Ronaldo's jump against Juventus felt exactly like that. The defender was jumping too, but Ronaldo just stayed up there, adjusted his body, and powered the header. It was superhuman. Still, let's not pretend Messi can't hit a ball. That winning goal in the 2021 Copa America final against Brazil was a perfect header, and he outjumped the defender cleanly.
Okay, fair. Messi has some beautiful headers, but Ronaldo's heading ability, his knuckleball free kicks when he was younger, his ice-cold penalties, the guy is the complete package. Complete package means someone who can do literally everything at an elite level. Scoring with both feet, headers, penalties, volleys, long shots, tap-ins, bicycle kicks. There's no weakness. Even now, at 40, if you give him the penalty, he's scoring 98 times out of 100. Messi is amazing at most of those things, but Ronaldo has always been the more rounded goal-scoring machine.
Messi's free kicks right now are actually better than Ronaldo's ever were, especially the last 5 years. Remember the one against the USA in the 2024 Copa America semifinal? Curled it into the top corner from 28 yards. Unsavable. And his weaker right foot is underrated too. He scored some screamers with it. But yeah, Ronaldo in his prime was a free kick monster. That knuckleball technique he perfected was terrifying for goalkeepers because the ball moved like crazy in the air.
Okay, William, enough stats and history for a minute. Let's do something fun that every football fan has imagined at least once. If Messi and Ronaldo played 1v1, small pitch, first to 5 goals wins, no goalkeeper, who actually comes out on top? Pure skill, no teammates to hide behind.
1v1? Like just the two of them on a 5-a-side pitch with tiny goals. Messi destroys him. 5-0. Maybe 5-1 on a bad day for Leo. Ronaldo simply cannot defend in tight spaces. His defending one-on-one was never his strength even in his prime. Messi would drop a shoulder, roll the ball, and be gone before Ronaldo could turn. And the humiliation factor? Messi would nutmeg him 10 times in 5 minutes.
Nutmeg. Love that word. It's when you put the ball through someone's legs and they can't stop it. Super embarrassing, like the ultimate disrespect in street football. Kids on playgrounds yell nutmeg and everyone laughs at the guy who got done. Yeah, Messi would probably nutmeg Ronaldo a few times for the TikTok clips, but no way Ronaldo loses that match. He would just bully him off the ball every single time.
Bully someone off the ball. Great phrase. It means using your physical strength, shoulder, hips, whatever, to legally push the other player away and win possession. Ronaldo has always been incredible at that. He's taller, broader, and way stronger than people give Messi credit for being. But here's the thing, Messi is way stronger than people think. Now. He bulked up a lot after moving to Miami. He's been hitting the gym hard, and you can see it in duels. He holds off big center backs now without falling over.
Bulked up. Perfect gym bro phrase. It just means someone intentionally gained muscle mass, usually to get bigger and stronger, like when Chris Hemsworth bulked up to play Thor, or when a high school kid starts lifting weights and suddenly fills out his t-shirt. Messi used to be this tiny little guy who got knocked over by a strong wind. Now at 38, he looks solid. Still not Ronaldo level jacked, but he wins a lot more physical battles than he used to.
Exactly. But let's be real for a second. They're completely different players with completely different superpowers. Messi is the artist, the magician, the little genius who sees things 3 seconds before anyone else. Ronaldo was the ultimate athlete, the perfect physical specimen who turned himself into a goal machine through sheer will. It's like comparing Picasso to a Greek statue. One is pure creative beauty that flows naturally. The other is perfect sculpted power and symmetry. You can't say one is better. They're both masterpieces in different styles.
I love that comparison so much. Another way I like to think about it, Messi plays football like jazz music. Everything is improvisation, feeling the moment, little touches, sudden bursts of genius that nobody saw coming. Ronaldo plays like rock and roll. Loud, powerful, precise riffs, big stage performance, crowd going wild every time he strikes a pose after scoring. Both are incredible, but they hit you in completely different ways.
Great analogy, seriously. So maybe the real question we should be asking isn't who is better, because that depends on what you value in football. The question is, who do you prefer to watch? Because both styles are perfect in their own way. Some days you want to see pure magic and impossible dribbles. Other days you want to see someone jump 10 feet in the air and smash a header like a missile.
Exactly. Some people love the magic, the little guy humiliating giants with a flick of the ankle. Some people love the machine, the guy who wakes up at 5 a.m. to train while everyone else is sleeping, who refuses to age, who turns 39 and says, "Watch me score 60 goals this year." Both stories are inspirational, just in opposite directions.
For me, watching Messi play is like watching poetry in motion. Poetry in motion is one of those beautiful phrases we use when something is so smooth, graceful, and perfect that it feels like art coming to life. Ballet dancers, figure skaters, a perfect golf swing, all poetry in motion. Messi running with the ball, changing direction, threading a pass through 3 defenders, it's poetry. You don't even cheer sometimes. You just smile because it's too beautiful.
And Ronaldo gives you that raw, never-give-up energy that makes you want to get out of bed and attack the day. He's the guy who makes lazy teenagers suddenly want to go to the gym at 5 a.m. and eat chicken and broccoli and chase their dreams. Every time he scores at 40 and does the "see you" celebration, millions of kids copy it in their backyards. That motivation, that mentality, that refusal to accept being second, it's contagious. You watch Ronaldo and you think, if he can do that at 40, what's my excuse for skipping leg day? Both players are legends, but Ronaldo is the ultimate role model for hard work paying off.
Both have inspired millions, actually hundreds of millions, all over the planet, in completely different ways. Messi showed every small kid who was told, "You're too short, too skinny, you'll never make it," that pure talent and love for the game can beat everything. Little children in South America and Africa and Asia copy his dribbling in the streets with torn-up balls because they see someone who looks just like them becoming the best ever. Ronaldo, on the other hand, became the symbol of hard work and discipline. He showed that if you wake up earlier than everyone else, train harder, eat perfectly, sleep perfectly, you can turn yourself into a superhero. Gyms all around the world have posters of Ronaldo doing crunches with the words, "No excuses." Both changed the game forever. Change the game is a phrase we use when someone does something so new and so good that the sport is never the same again. Example, Michael Jordan changed the game of basketball with his dunks and global fame. Messi and Ronaldo made football faster, more technical, and more professional. They raised the bar. Raise the bar means they set a new, much higher standard that everyone now has to reach.
So maybe, hear me out for a second, maybe the real answer is that they're both the GOAT. Like, we can have co-GOATs. Co-GOATs just means 2 greatest of all time at the same time. It's like when people argue who's the best rapper, and some say, why choose? Biggie and Tupac are co-GOATs. Or in tennis right now, many fans say Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic are co-GOATs of the men's game. Why do we have to fight when we can just enjoy 2 legends sharing the throne? We got lucky enough to live in an era with 2 perfect players. That almost never happens in sports.
I hate when people say that. I really, really hate the Kogo thing. It feels like cheating. Pick a side is what I always say. Pick a side and defend it with your life. That's what makes sports debates fun. Saying both is the coward's way out. It's like going to a chocolate versus vanilla ice cream argument and saying, I like frozen dessert. No, choose. Live a little. The passion, the shouting, the memes. That's the beauty of the Messi-Ronaldo debate. If everyone just said both, the internet would be a quieter, sadder place.
Never. I will never pick a side. I'm proudly team appreciate both until the day I die.
I can love Messi's magic and Ronaldo's mentality at the same time. My heart is big enough for two kings. But okay, if someone literally put a gun to my head is an expression we use when we're forced to choose something we don't want to choose. Like, if someone put a gun to my head and screamed, "Choose one peak version," I would cry a little and then say,
Drama queen. Total drama queen. You've been waiting the entire episode to use the gun to my head line. We all saw it coming from a mile away. From a mile away means something was super obvious, very easy to predict. Example, I saw that plot twist in the movie coming from a mile away.
totally worth it. Anyway, I'd say peak Ronaldo from 2016 to 2018 was the most dominant individual performance I've ever seen in football. Dominant means completely controlling and winning everything. 3 Champions Leagues in a row, 2016, 2017, 2018, with Real Madrid, and he was the top scorer every single time. He scored in every single knockout round, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. 15 goals just in knockout games across those 3 runs. Hat tricks against Atletico Madrid, bicycle kicks against Juventus, penalties and shootouts, headers from another planet. Teams built entire strategies just to stop him and still failed. That version of Ronaldo was a video game character in real life. Unstoppable, unbreakable, pure winning mentality.
And I would fight back with peak Messi from 2010 to 2015 at Barcelona, especially the 2011-2012 season under Pep Guardiola. That was the most beautiful football ever played by one human being. Beautiful here means not just winning, but winning in a way that makes you smile because it's art. He scored 91 official goals in the calendar year 2012. 91! 59 for Barcelona, 12 for Argentina, 20 for fun, I guess. In only 69 matches. That record will never be broken. 4 Ballon d'Ors in a row, dribbling past entire teams like they were cones, assisting like a wizard, scoring every type of goal imaginable. The solo goal against Real Madrid in the 2011 Champions League semifinal, the one where he danced past 5 players, that's still the greatest goal I've ever seen live. That peak Messi made football look easy, like poetry, like ballet with a ball.
91 goals. Every time I say it out loud, it sounds fake. That's still insane. Remember, insane means unbelievably good or crazy. Example, winning the lottery would be insane, or jumping out of a plane is insane. 91 goals in 1 year is insane in the best possible way. Who on this planet does that? Nobody. Not Pele, not Maradona, not Cristiano, not Holland, not anybody before or after. Only one man.
Only Leo Messi. Exactly. Only Leo Messi. That number is tattooed in football history forever. And the scary part? He could have scored 100 if he took every penalty and didn't pass to teammates when he could have shot. That's how ridiculous that year was.
Okay, listeners, we've been talking forever, and we still haven't changed each other's minds, which is perfect because this debate is supposed to last forever. So now we want to hear from you. Messi or Ronaldo? Drop your answer in the comments below. Tell us why, share your favorite goal, your favorite moment, the match that made you fall in love with one of them. Write in English if you can. It's great practice. And please be nice. Or, okay, maybe like trash talking is allowed because that's football culture. Just don't be mean to each other. We read every single comment, and we love seeing people from Brazil, India, Nigeria, England, everywhere arguing passionately in the comments.
Or do fight a little. Honestly, the comment section is more fun when it turns into a war zone. But seriously, at the end of the day, both are legends. Legends means players so great that their names will be remembered forever. We are incredibly lucky to have watched them both at the same time. Most generations only get one superstar like this. We got 2, competing against each other for almost 20 years, breaking records every week, pushing each other to be better. Kids in 2075 will watch highlights on whatever futuristic YouTube exists and say, wait, this actually happened? We lived through the greatest era in football history, and we have to appreciate it.
2 aliens playing our sport. That's the only explanation. Aliens here is slang for someone so good they can't possibly be human. Example, that guitarist is an alien. Or, how did she solve that math problem so fast? She's an alien. Messi and Ronaldo are two aliens who landed on Earth at the same time, picked up a football, and decided to make us all happy for 2 decades.
Perfect way to end it. Couldn't say it better myself.
Thanks for listening to Aurora English, everyone. We hope you learned some new phrases today. Pick a side, drama queen, race the bar, from a mile away, insane, legends, aliens, all of that. Keep practicing your English every day. Keep watching beautiful football. Keep arguing about Messi versus Ronaldo, because honestly, that passionate debate is good for the soul. Good for the soul means it makes you feel alive and happy inside. See you in the next episode.
See you next time. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Love you all.